Okay, I know what you're probably saying, but Car Trouble was the last episode of the season, and you would be right if I was doing this in airing order. Yeah, it's another situation like Divide and Conquer and Final Exam, where Cartoon Network decided one worked better than the other. I believe I know why they decided to go with Car Trouble as the end, and I'll get to that at the end of the video. But like I said before, I want to do it in production order, so we got Car Trouble right now. Just another example as to how Teen Titans as a series doesn't have one singular musical theme, and more along the lines that each episode has its own musical theme. Seeing how we get this jazz funk beat going on, and I'll discuss why I think they decided to go with this towards the end of the episode. Okay, dude, seriously, what could you be possibly wiping?
Huh? Ha!
Man, these chips are really powerful in the Teen Titans universe. I mean, Slade wanted 3 of them for some reason, which is something I'll bring up later, and no, not in this episode. Cyborg is able to power his car with a chip that was in him, seemingly doing nothing, seeing as he is completely fine. And yes, I guess the whole theme and such of the episode, but I mean, come on, other than that, was it just sitting there? And later we see Overload, who is a being made of pure electricity that seemingly comes from a chip.
Drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, and whatever Beast Boy is.
Hey, Cyborg, you want a drum roll or not?
Sorry.
Completely different drumming sound, so either Beast Boy turned into a drum or found an animal that made a better drumming sound, and since we find out later Beast Boy can't turn into inanimate objects without the help of magic, I'm inclined to believe the latter. And if true, what animal could that be?
And an onboard computer that links with my systems, so I can literally feel the road.
For what reason would you want to feel the road? Sounds like a punishment in the layers of hell.
Whoa!
Amazing!
And of course, leather seats, power windows, and the booming stereo are on standard.
He said any place.
Wait, who the fuck is this guy? Starfire's hair resembles her more traditional look here. Another occurrence of the obscure Titans phone from episode 1. Weird how this intro isn't the Japanese intro though. I think it fits because it's definitely more lighthearted than something like Nevermore, which had it. Listen, I was excited when I got my first car too. To this day, I can't even believe I have a car. But wiping it down seems a bit excessive now, man. Raven, what the fuck? Just catch him.
Get G, 1-2 step in a box. Get G, 1-2 step in a box. Get G, 1-2 step in a box. Get G.
Wait, hold on. There's impact frames in Teen Titans? I mean, I've never scrubbed through the show frame by frame, but like, this is a blink and you'll miss it moment. Dude, that's pretty cool, I think.
I'm betting you're not waterproof.
Okay, you gotta admit, Cyborg got lucky there, because what if he missed or that punch didn't move him at all? He would definitely die from embarrassment rather than electricity.
Good idea. Titans, soak him. Get G, 1-2 steps.
I think the reason I prefer the characters drawn like this is because it makes the poses seem more impactful, stronger, and even cooler. And everyone is really nice. Same thing with the facial expressions. Even if it's just Raven annoyed, Robin with circle eye, and Starfire's various other expressions.
How about we swing by the drive-thru?
Dude?
The hardest part here to believe is that these idiots could steal a car like this. I mean, we don't see anything to tell us they're geniuses, and from what we see, I'm more likely to believe they lean more towards stupid. And we know it's incredibly high-tech, so I would assume this car has an above-average security system. I find it incredibly difficult to believe that they broke into the car without breaking any windows and successfully hardwired it. I would get it if it was like Gizmo starting off stealing it, but these two nothing burgers? Come on now.
By a
Like, small little
rampaging
nitpick
glorg.
here. But does this turn on the alarm seem...
Oh, almost forgot to switch on the alarm.
seem a little bit pointless. I wouldn't be bringing this up if I didn't think they wanted it to be a little important. Like, I would think you would hear the car alarm going off at some point during the fight or off after, but no. So unless you want us to believe that these two nothing burgers somehow didn't set off an alarm and successfully stole it without the key, okay.
We gotta go now.
Hey, look on the bright side. At least it wasn't my fault.
Not helping.
It had a tailpipe this big. I'm looking for my car.
Kind of crazy how profiling basically works for Cyborg here. Like, ooh, this guy looks similar to those guys that were by my car. Yep, he definitely knows where they at. I mean, shit, it works, but like, don't make it a habit, Cy.
Hey, Cash, check out the cute little wind-up toy. Get out the butter and jam, Sammy, because this dude is toast.
Man, I would have had that little shit worse than Lightning McQueen in Cars 3. What reason would you want a vacuum on your car?
Take it, it's not ours. Yeah, we were just kind of borrowing it from the Titans.
Even better. So long, snot munchers!
This is all your fault.
Listen, I get pacing and they probably didn't have the time or know how to get Cyborg here, but come on, you can't just say he did not watch that shit happen. I do like the detail that it washed off the paint.
Milkshakes. Not a good sign.
The way the scene opens up, it's kind of funny to think that Raven drove up in that car.
From the day I designed her, I knew she was gonna be special. And I worked so hard. Every fuel injector, every spark plug, I made her perfect. I put my heart, soul, and circuits into that car.
Man, am I crazy to think that Teen Titans music is a strong sense that solidified it as one of the greats of Cartoon Network? It just knows how to set the mood and always goes great with the setting and tone.
It wasn't just a car. It was your baby.
It's always also great to see Raven have a warmer side. Like, she's even self-aware. So maybe you should try not reading your books in the living room then. I like how they don't shy away from humanizing the car. It makes the moment where he has to destroy it a lot more emotional. Oh yeah, you could have totally caught Robin.
Hang on. Azeroth Metrion Synthos!
Yo, what are you...
Really hard to concentrate.
Well, I really don't got nothing else to say in this scene other than Raven looks pretty cool here, but does anyone else find Gizmo terribly annoying? And I really only notice it in this episode because he's usually with his team or isn't as focused on, so it helps break it up. And I get that's probably the point of his character is that he is annoying, but that doesn't mean I have to like him. I'm glad that this is the only time going solo, because if it was a solo villain, I think I'd hate every episode he's in.
Looks like your stupid car is...
You know what, Raven? You're always good in my book.
Please be okay, please be okay, please be okay. Car is better than okay.
Oh, okay, cool. It still drives. Gotta go red so that way you know it's an evil car.
Only way to stop Overload is to destroy your precious car.
Imagine if a villain got a suit of armor with no helmet and just said, the only way to stop me is to shoot me in the head, and then immediately got shot in the head.
Only way to stop Overload is to destroy your precious car.
Oh yeah, and the reason I think they decided to go with car troubles as the last episode is because they wanted to quickly get back to the Slade and Robin arc, which I'm happy they do, but it's a little weird to have this as the final episode, as a two-parter, because it kind of has the same issue as Mad Mob, that nothing seems to matter after the two-parter, but it's less goofy, so I don't really mind it. But also, like, why are they acting like nothing happened? And if it ended with the two-part, at least there was a season break, so you would assume there's some time that passes. But I don't hate the decision they made. We can all just blame Mad Mob. And just because I feel like at least one person would call me hypocrite after complaining about the space between Mask and the two-parter, and then adding another episode in between the space on my channel, I was mainly bothered by how goofy the episode was right after it, and how it didn't go with the ending of Mask. And I have the same gripe with Car Troubles, but I guess that brings up the important question if airing order matters more than production order, and vice versa. But that's a discussion for another time. And B is my channel and not an official network, so it really doesn't matter. The reason I believe they went with jazz/funk and even blues musical direction of the episode is because the passionate and soulful feeling those genres tend to be associated with. And it goes great with the themes and such of the episode about putting a bit of yourself into something and how you can become enamored with it so much that it becomes like your kin. And how it doesn't make something special because of how expensive or glamorous it is, but if you really put your heart into it, you can really make something great, even if you have to make it again. And another part of how someone can take control of your creation twisted into their own evil, but the episode doesn't get too far into it, so I won't either. Overall, I really like the theme of this episode. It's not a lesson to be learned like don't steal from others, but more like a love letter to creation. The feeling of creating something you are truly passionate about and how sometimes you have to restart, but the passion doesn't fade. I don't know, it's just nice, and I hope you enjoy what I created so far. So, yeah. I got like 25 subscribers now, and I just really appreciate you guys for sticking around. Yeah, and y'all just freaking rock if you got to this part, and y'all rock anyways if you even click that subscribe button. So have a great day, have a great night, have a great week, have a great life. Peace.